Welcome back to Patkelghata online school. So at first I want to give thanks to all the concerned authorities of Patkelghata online school for arranging the nice class, and I would like to give thanks to you again. So my dear lovely student, I think you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am Waliul Islam, assistant teacher of Patkelghata Government Primary School, Tala, Satkhira. So my dear lovely students, wherever you are, I think you are now staying and you have to take the preparation. Just read your book, pen and note khata. So again I would like to give thanks. You know, the countrywide, the biggest celebration of Hindus, Holy Durga celebration started from today now. So my lovely welcome, warmest welcome to all of my friends. Thank you very much, my dear lovely students. Today I am going to take a class subject in English, class 5, and topic is instruction, or sometimes we say suggestion. That means in the class 5 standard, also we see that in the class 3 or 4 instruction. That means here gives some instruction for you and you thoroughly read out it, you carefully observe that, and in the below there is given some question and you have to solve that. So my dear lovely students, just today I am going to share with you about the instruction or suggestion. Shortly we say it's on kind of instruction. We see this instruction in the question number result 10. Number 10 question, we see instruction types of question. So here is given first instruction or suggestion. That means some clue at first given here, and below we see that some 3 question also given there, and you have to answer or solve that problem. And of course, my dear lovely student, of course the question demands some characteristics. That is, the first is knowledge, second understanding, and the third number question is application. Okay, so just you see it. 1 number question depend on knowledge. Okay, knowledge. Number 1 question depends on knowledge. So you know what is knowledge. You know what is knowledge. Knowledge is, you know, before that about that thing or person or the matter. That is knowledge. What is your knowledge about that matter? That is the knowledge. Okay, and we see the answer about knowledge type question in the instruction directly. Okay, number 2. Number 2, understanding. Understanding. Okay. Number 2 question depends and that follows on understanding. That means you have to understand about that problem, that question, and you have to give the answer. Understanding. What do you think about the thing or matter or the person? That is understanding. Just you understand about the matter and try to give the answer. That is the understanding type of question. And number 3, first knowledge, understanding, and number 3, application. application, that is apply. You always think apply. How do you apply that about the problem? So that question depends on application. Clear? That means, again I say, the three types of question as usual we see in the instruction or suggestion type problem. First is knowledge. So you know what is knowledge, just know about the thing. And number two, understanding. You have to first understand about the matter and you give the solution. That is understanding. And application, how you overcome, how you apply, how you solve the problem. That type of question is application. So my dear lovely students, now just I give here an instruction. As usual, we see instruction type first is given some points. So actual I here write down that points, then question, and at last the answer. Okay. So my dear lovely student, now I write the instruction. Okay. You also write, my dear lovely student, in your note khata, and do solve by mutually. Okay. First clue. Wet your hands. Wet your hands with clean water, and use soap. First point. Okay. Number two. Next point. Wash both sides of your hands. Both sides of your hands and in between your fingers. Okay. Wash both sides of your hands and in between your fingers. Next point. Remember to clean your fingernails. Okay. Remember to clean your fingernails. And then next point. Wash your hands thoroughly. Wash your hands thoroughly. And then dry them with clean towel. Okay. So my dear lovely students, here I try to write down about the instruction or suggestion that you call points, and depending that points, here is given some question. At last you give the solution. Okay, so I think we can mark it in a box, just a box. Okay, this is our today's instruction. This is our today instruction. Again I repeat it. You also try to understand it. At first you have to understand, you have to know the clear conception. If you have to make the clear conception, I think the answer, or what you can say, what you are trying to write down, that will be very easy for you. Okay, wet your hands with clean water and use soap. Clear? Wet your hands with clean water and soap. As usual, we do it. Wash both sides of your hands. Wash both sides your hands. Both sides your hands. Okay, and in between your fingers, between your fingers. Okay, then remember to clean your finger nails. Remember to clean your fingernails. Okay, fingernails clean. Okay, wash your hands thoroughly. Clearly, we wash our hands clearly. And last point is, then dry them with clean towel. Clean towel, dry. There will be no water. That means your hand will be dry or clean. Okay. So my dear student, here I think we understand now it clearly. And now the question for us. Now the question for us. Number 1. So 1 number question depends on knowledge. Actually, I said it before. Number 1 question. Okay. Question number 1. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need to use to wash your hands? To wash your hands. What do you need to use to wash your hands? Then question number 2. So before I said it, you actually this is the knowledge type of question. A knowledge type question. Number 2, this is the understanding type question. Number 2, why do you need? Why do you need? Why do you need to wash your hands? To wash your hands. Why do you need to wash your hands? Question number 3. Question number 3, that is in the application type question. Application. So the question is, how do you wash your hands. How do you wash your hands before eating? How do you wash your hands before eating? So I think the three types of questions already. The first is knowledge type, second is understanding type, and third question number is application. So this type of question, number one type question we answer very shortly. Just we can give the answer. You also know that number one is in the marking scheme. Marking scheme here is given only 1 mark, number 2 2 marks, and number 3 3 marks. So available 1 2 3, that is the 6 marks are allotted from the instruction type question. So number 1 again I say just 1 mark, number 2 2 marks, and number 3 3 marks. So we observe, we very carefully follow that. If the odd number, so actually the answer also be very shortly. Number 2 short and broadly, and number 3 we have to analyze. We have tried to give the more clarification because number is 3. Okay. Now we try to solve or answer the question. So at first, number 1, you again say that what do you need to use what do you need to use to wash your hands? To wash your hands. Just here is, I think before we read out it, so here the answer, of course, if we observe, if we follow the instruction, from here we can find out the answer. Okay, what do you need to use to wash your hands? Your hands need, what thing needs? I think wet your hands with clean water and use soap, wash both sides. So I think here is maybe soap. Clear? So answer 1. Actually in the first type of question, the answer you can give just the answer shortly, or you can make a sentence and give the answer, no problem, and that is no problem. That is no problem. That if you write only soap, it's also okay. Okay, soap. Or if we write what do you need to use hands, okay, then properly you can make a sentence, that is I need to use to wash my hand soap. Okay, so answer is here soap. Also the answer here is soap, but a complete sentence. So both are right. So what you think? Okay, number 1 and number 2. Number 1, my dear students, and answer 2. So answer, if I give the question, why do you need to wash your hands? Why? The real cause. Why do you need to wash your hands? Why? Just why? So you give the reason. You solve the reason. Just quotes the reason and try to solve it. Just think here. Why do you need to wash your hands? Like sometimes here sometimes the answer is you can find out. Sometimes you make yourself for a better understanding. Okay, so wash both sides of your hands and in between your fingers, remember to clean your fingernails, wash your hands thoroughly, then dry them with clean towel. My special request to you that when you think that you are not finding out the answer from here, you read more and more. So more and more if you read, I think one solution you can also find out clearly. So just think, why do you need to wash your hands? Why here the available reason are given, so why you? So I think now the answer will be, why do you need to wash your hands? So I need to wash my hands. I need to wash my hands to stay from disease. Okay, to stay away from disease. Okay, from disease. Okay, just I need to wash my hands to stay away from disease. Actually it's the answer, and here it makes the complete sentence. Okay, so now I need to wash my hands to stay away from disease. We are here doing many things, so our target is to we have to free from disease. Clearly? Okay, next answer number 3. So number 3 type of question, actually you need to more clarification, more and more. Just read out here, what is your way, how can you solve. So in the number 3 type of question, the also the marking is 3, so the answer may be more clarification. Yes, now how do you wash your hands before eating? Eat as well. So how do you wash your hands before eating? How do you wash your hands? How? That is the way. Okay, so I think you have read out it properly. You already have understood here properly. So now you think and use to solve the question, and you show your logic against the question. Clear? So now I need to how do you wash your hands before eating? So we can start before eating from here. Before eating. Okay, what we do? I clean. Okay, just from here. I clean. We use clean water. Of course, I wash my hands properly. Okay, properly. Before eating, I wash my hands properly. What we do more? One by one we write it. Actually, I think 2 or 3 sentences it will be more better. There are available point, but 3 sentences is more better. Before eating, I wash my hands properly. what we do, I wash both sides of hands. In this, at this point we can use I wash both sides of my hands and in between my fingers. In between my fingers. So I think 2 points here is given. Another point, if you think you can write, or if you think that it's enough, then doesn't matter. Okay. So before reading, I wash my hands properly. I wash both sides of my hands and in between my fingers. Okay. I wash my hands thoroughly. Already given, I wash my hands properly. So I, then 1 points you can add it. I wash my hands. I wash my hands. Okay, I wash my hands safely. Okay, so my dear lovely students, in this way we can solve that problem in the instruction or suggestion type of questions. So my dear lovely student, actually it's the very creativity task type of question in the class. It is specialized for the class 5. From 3 or 4 it also is C, but that is more easy. But in class 5, if you do better, you need to know the analysis properly, then you solve it. So no more today, my dear lovely students. Thank you very much. Still staying with me too much time. So I think you all will be fine. And already our school is closed. Already our minister declared that there is no chance open the school immediately or soon. So actually you read, you write in your home by helping your parents, guardians, or nearby sister, brothers, or the any guardians. So I think, my dear lovely students, thank you very much. Thank you to all. Okay.